Welcome to another episode of The Hunter's Mindset. Nope, that's not the name. Welcome to another episode of Rules of a Hunter, a series dedicated to improving your success in Hunt Showdown. Because it's a hard game, man. It sucks. Nope, I'm really addicted and I can't stop playing it. But move on. This video is meant to be helping you, and today we're going to be talking about combat, such as how to do it and how to win. So, I've put together a list of things that I will go through one by one, dedicated to helping you improve your success. So without further ado, let's get started. Where is my list? Never mind, I found it. Tip number uno, your positional awareness. Now I touched on this previously in the last video, but I feel like it can't be stressed enough. Playing to your weapon's range and sticking to cover are some of the most crucial things you can do during a gunfight, other than pull the trigger. Now it sounds obvious, but the amount of times I come across people that just strafe into the open, right into my sniper. Well, it's hilarious, but not so much when it's happening to me. So, as a golden rule, I will normally try to keep myself as close to cover as possible, thus making myself a much harder target, whilst making them a much easier target to hit. Staying close to cover will also give you a fallback option should you get shot, allowing you to retreat and heal yourself to full health before engaging in the fight again. Here is an example of using cover as a quick fallback option after taking a bullet. Me and my team are fully aware that there is an enemy somewhere over in this building, so to conceal my approach I hide amongst the reeds. Upon seeing the toilets, I then know I can use those as cover should I get shot, which I do, so I quickly hide behind the toilet and heal. Now granted, this all does sound really obvious, but again you'd be surprised by how many people wander out into the open during a firefight and wind up dead because of it. Having a fallback option is one of the safest and most efficient ways to engage in a fight should it ever go south. So to summarise, cover, use it. Moving on to tip number 2, weapon swapping. Put simply, weapon swapping is simply firing the first shot from your rifle or shotgun and then switching to your secondary, in most cases an uppercut, to allow for a quick follow-up shot, which obviously allows you to fire more rounds and hopefully kill your target. It's also a lot quicker than doing the standard bolt action which is on most rifles or pump action for shotguns. But it also has one other benefit, and that's increasing your mobility, and that sounds weird to say for Hunt Showdown, but it really does. See in this clip here, every time I fire my weapon and don't swap, my turning radius is very slow, which normally would allow an enemy to get a quick shot on me. However, notice in this next clip, when I do fire my gun and weapon swap, my turning radius is much faster. This is really helpful as it allows you to get away from enemies very quickly. You can fire a shot and then get the hell out of there. Oh, it also works for snipers too. See, look how slow that is. It's horrible. Just makes you an easy target. But, weapon swap and boom, you're gone. It's like magic. That's all there is to it for weapon swapping. It's so simple, but it's just getting that muscle memory in your head. Although when it is, and that has become a solid foundation, it will be something that you do naturally in every single game of Hunt. But it will save your ass so many times, and it will also help you get kills, I promise. Because sending follow-up shots, people just don't expect it. They just kind of sit there thinking to themselves, he ain't gonna fire for a while, he gotta reload that sparks. But no, I'm sending my uppercut down range, and they're dead normally. So, to sum up, there are 2 key benefits for weapon swapping. 1, increased mobility, and making you a much harder target to hit. And 2, it allows you to send more follow-up shots down range, increasing your kill potential. But moving on, tip number 3, knowing when to rush and push opponents. Hunt Showdown is unique because it can sometimes have battles go on for 20, 30, 40 or more minutes, so it is really important to know when to push and when to seize an opportunity when it appears. This is where a lot of people go wrong. They get into a fight and they hit someone with a round, and then because they're weak, they blindly push and end up pushing to their death, like this.
Oh fuck off, I'm down.
Probably one of the worst things you can do in Hunt is blind rush someone and get tunnel vision because you were thirsty for a kill. If you decide to push, push with teammates or have them push with you. But just know that in doing so, you could be running towards a trap. Someone with a bomb lance or a shotgun could be waiting around that corner to bamboozle your faith. So, this is where the game's sound design can really come into play. The sound design in this game is unbelievable, it is really good. So, with a good pair of headphones, you can know almost anything that is going on around you. From your enemies crouching, ADSing, reloading, anything. You can hear it. And you can use this information to know when to go full send and push. Here's an example. We were having a standoff with a team for roughly 20 to 30 minutes when all of a sudden one of their teammates died. We knew that they were being attacked by hellhounds, so we went full send and pushed their position, knowing that they were one man down. The sound of the dogs and the husk that was in the background, as well as the enemy teammate dying, gave us the information we needed to know that there was only one person left, which is why we blindly charged in. My teammate charged from the right, I pushed left, and sure enough, tee-hee. But again, the sound design in this game really is something special, so using it to its full potential and just knowing when to push can really give you a huge advantage. And that's all I'm going to say on pushing. There's not much to it, and this video is already longer than I really want it to be. So we're just going to shorten this down massively now. Tip number 5, no. Tip number 4, Medkit Awareness. I made that up. But there is a reason behind it. Many of my teammates will often use their heals within the first 5 minutes of a game. They get attacked by AI and instantly use up their bandages in order to heal themselves. Don't do this. Find a cart if there's one nearby, or if you're in a compound, there is near 100% going to be some bandages somewhere within that compound. Unless you are under attack and desperately need to heal yourself immediately, quickly try to find some, or take a mental note of where they are for future reference. And the same goes for when defending a boss lair. As you're defeating the boss, there's nearly always a bandage in the boss lair or somewhere in the compound. Just take a mental note of where they are, so that way when a team shows up and you do get shot, you can quickly make your way to that bandage and heal yourself. Unless you desperately need to heal, in which case use a vitality shot or your bandages. Moving on to tip number 5, this video might have to be 2 parts. But tip number 5, always reposition after a shot, especially if you are playing solos. Keep your movements unpredictable, never peek the same window twice, and always keep repositioning. I can't stress this enough how important it is, because if you do not do this, upon peeking a window once, twice or 3 times, enemies will line up that shot and blow your head off. And that's fun for no one, except the guy that just killed you and his whole team, because they'll be laughing, and they'll be laughing hard, and running at you with a fireball. So, yeah, reposition. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap it up for this video and probably make this thing 2 parts, because I have not touched on what I really want to, and that is retreating. No, okay, but in all seriousness, I do have a few more things here I want to touch on, and I don't really want these videos to be any longer than 8 minutes from now on. So, I'm going to leave it there. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you're one of my friends watching this, hello, because let's be honest, it's realistically just friends and family at the moment. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. So for now, God bless and bye.